All right, so this is Memorial Day wrap-up gardening. I've been working in here non-stop, believe it or not, since Friday, literally. And let me start here. I chopped down this daisy. I think I'm going to chop it down all the way. We shall see. I planted one more borage here because the other one died. Planted basil. This is a serrano pepper. I got these really pretty edible flowers. I got a couple of them and I think I'm going to go get more. We have one oregano growing in here. A couple of those flowers. I planted them to give it a little bit of interest, and they're edible. So then we have some peppers doing great. I planted another cucumber here to trellis up this. So I think this is a tomatillo pepper, another flower. This one already has some tomatillos. Then just a regular flower bush. What is it? Snapdragon. That's kind of fading off. Our sage plant is doing great. Then here I layered all of my beds with fresh compost. So then this one I did a little DIY. I had this wreath DIY wreath cage, and I just used that to squeeze this plant together because it was too big, and I needed some room to plant here. And here I planted a squash, a couple basils, as you can see. I don't know what this is, so I'm just letting it ride. These are some, what are they called? Nasturtiums that I got. So I planted one here. It vines. And then these purple little leaves, they're tiny, are starters, and these are beets. So I separated them, I think every 9 inches, I think. There, here, there, and I think that's it for here. And then we have a poblano pepper here that I'm kind of straightening out, and it has flowers already. Then we have our snapdragon, and then here I planted rows of white onion, and we should harvest these by probably around October, I would say. This bell pepper is finally coming back because my chicken had been nibbling at it. Some more of those beautiful edible flowers, and then another nasturtium here. These are just onions, and I did those every 6 inches. So yeah. And then here we have a lemon balm. I've tried to seed this one and can never seed this one from seed. So good, so good. That one should pop out real fast. Here, layered with compost, the same thing. I seeded some mustard here, and then I did a roll of lettuce here, then a roll of cabbage, and here in this corner I did cilantro. I did cilantro starts and cilantro seeds. I did 2 packets. Here we just have some zinnias that are not looking that great, but hopefully with a layer of compost they come back. And then we still have all of this to plant. Some more beets and onions, and some more nasturtiums that my chicken already nibbled at. Then I put the chickens away. Here we have 2 chamomile, some basil, some parsley, and a sage, and a citronella. This is gonna be my herb garden. Need to fix this one and top it with compost. Excuse the mess. This way I cleaned up this bed. As you can see, I planted some onions here around. Look at how beautiful that chamomile is. We started that from seed. What else did we do? Oh yeah, we planted a whole row here of purple onions, which that should be exciting. And I spaced those 4 inches all the way down. And then our sunflowers are finally coming up, and I planted some baby snapdragons in between, so when these come out I have those growing in there. And our cucumbers are doing great. Let's turn this way. They're trellising up. As you can see, they are happy as can be, and this is the first time I can actually have success with cucumbers. Have never had success with them, so that's exciting. I have 3 here, 1, 2, 3, and this one I might actually just end up pulling it this way as it grows to give those two some space. We also have a watermelon and a loofah that in here that's doing pretty good. This one just looks a little bit sad because I transplanted it from there closer to the trellis, and everything else is doing great. Like the sunflowers are doing amazing. This pomegranate tree, the one thing that looks really sad is this avocado. It's losing a lot of leaves. I have to do a little bit more research, and I might move it from here over there for more protection. I'm going to clean up this, throw in some more compost, and plant some more things in here because I've harvested a lot of things from this bin, and then we're back to this bin. Look at these purple tomatillos down here, and I cleaned up this bed the other day. I snipped off some of the bottom sunflower leaves, and I held the cilantro together with some twine because it was just like a giant bush, and some of these lower things were not getting enough sun. This back bed is doing good. It's just a little bit sad because it was really hot. We got like hot and cold weather at the same time really fast, so it's adjusting. We have some corn coming in with some sunflowers, and we have a huge squash here, and we're throwing in some extra dirt here that's from our chicken coop. There's like a little compost bin in this corner. Then we have another squash here. In between here we have some more green tomatillos, and some sage, and a tomato pear that's doing all right. Some oregano. This is the same oregano that's over there in my other beds. Some random tomatoes that are self-seeded, with some random sunflowers that are also self-seeded, and this squash pumpkin also self-seeded and is now trellising. This is the end of the flower bed, and now it's trellising over. And I honestly think I saw some pumpkins, so we might have pumpkins for October. And I see some down here and here, and it's just doing its own thing. It grew here with the other ones, and then we have like these giant sunflowers here next to the sunflower patch. And say hi to my chickie there, and my row of tomatoes. And this is another project I did during this long weekend. I trellised, I think it's called Florida weave basket, something like that. So basically what you do is you start at the bottom. I got 3 of these T-posts, and I got this idea from Epic Gardening, and you basically start at the bottom and you go in and out. So the first one say you start behind it and then you go in front of it, behind it, front. And then the thing that you don't want to do here is I just went behind it, you see, and that was wrong. I had to stop here, right here, and do this, because this one, the first one, is loose, and then that's the reason why, because I didn't tie it here, which I can probably make a knot here, but I needed to tie it around here to tighten this string. So I did it for the next couple of ones. But yeah, you have to, in the middle post, you have to make it like twice and tug it to make this side snug, and then you continue the same thing. So then you go over, back, all the way, and then you come back the opposite way. So then you have one in the front and one in the back of each one. So for example, this one right here, this set, we're gonna have 2 sets per level. So one in the front and one in the back of that level. Does that make sense? I will show you a tutorial once I do the next levels. I just wanted to try it out for myself, and so far so good. My tomatoes look snug, happy, and they're not flopping in the wind. So yeah, you want to make them tight so when these babies get heavy, these are not going down so much. So yeah, that took a while, so I did that, and then obviously I rolled of that, and I think that's pretty much it. I still have to clean up a little bit more, and then I started putting gravel right there. As you guys can see, it's a little bit of a mixture because I messed up. I ended up getting 4 bags of white, and then the 5th bag I didn't notice it was like a brown, so it's like a beige. So I kind of just try to mix it to not make it obvious. And yeah, that's basically our Memorial Day work in this garden, and stay tuned so when those things grow. Bye.